Hello, good morning. We continue where we stopped yesterday in our class. So, since we're having issue with our VS Code, let's use the Python IDLE shell. Go to new file, create new file, and Control S or save it as what? Addition.py. Okay. Now, having this now, we create a variable first number. Okay, let's say number 1 equals 10, number 2 equals 15. We can now add them and say sum equals, you can see that sum now is going to give us an error because it has changed, the color is purple, so we can't use sum. Why? Because sum is a keyword in Python. Just as I said, you cannot use input as a name of a word of a variable. So let's call it total. So if you now say total is number 1 plus number 2. When we look at the arithmetic operator, we said plus is used for what? Is used to add something together. So we have done this now. Now let's show our result. Print. What are we printing? The result of the addition of number 1 plus number 2. And the addition now, we have given it a name, a variable total. Total. So now let's run it by going to run, and see, you can see it has given me what? 25. It has given me 25. So that is saying the program is running okay. Now let's move further by asking the person to enter number. So we can, this one, we can, this program we write now is only, it can be used for only to add number 10 and 15, because we have assigned the value of 10 to 15 to number 1, and we have assigned 15 to what? Number 2. So anytime you want this, it can only run, give us total for 15. Let's say we want to ask the user now, we want to use it for anything, to add any number. So we can ask the user, let's say, in this case now, let's say false value. So if you are writing a variable, you are naming a variable in Python, I want to use 2 compound word, we always separate them with what? Underscore, and everything will be in small letter. So number 1 is what? Input. Normally if you write input what? Input, enter the first number, okay, second number or second value equals to input. Let me just simply copy this, Ctrl C, Ctrl C. Let me copy this, Ctrl C, and let me put it here, Ctrl V. Okay, now enter the word, the second number. Okay, then we have used total before, so let's do that. It will not complete with that. Let's use total. Okay, let me use total to show us something. Total equals to what? first value plus second what value. So let's comment this out so that it will not show. Okay, so total now. Total is equals to what? First value plus second value. So we can say print what? Total. So let's run it. F5 now and let's go. So enter number 1, 15. Let's say 35. You can see my screen. Enter number 2, 24. Now it gave me an error, and the error is what? Is on what? On, it said what? Line 10, print total. Name total is not defined. Do you mean total? So you can see the total here, okay, is small letter, starting with small letter, while the total here is capital letter. So let's go back to our program and see the total we actually what use. So in my total, the variable I use capital letter. When I'm now printing it out, I use small letter, and I didn't have that. So let me change that to what? Capital letter, and let's see. You can now run it again now, F5. So enter first number 15, enter second number 56. Total is what? 156. Now there is an error here. It's supposed to give me what? It's supposed to give me 56 plus that 14 plus 50 is supposed to give us 80, but it gave us what? 1465. He added, because when we put in a value, it's going to give you what? A string, not what? An integer. So what he did is what? He added the 15 and the 14 together. He didn't add them as 14 plus 15, but he added them as what I told you. When you join two words together, you concatenate them, okay? You add them together like a string. Just like if I say I am going, I can add I am going. So that was why we didn't have the correct now. So let's go back to our code, and in the code, let's put integer. You have to put integer in front before you use the enter, okay? That is why you are casting it now. Anything you type into your system using input is going to see it as what? As a string. So we need to cast it. Casting it will now make it to be what? To be a word, and integer. So I've casted into integer now. So it's going to work as number now, and it's working perfectly. So let's go. So it's giving me okay, let's see. It's giving me an error. Okay.